Hey everyone! We will talk about the Lambda function. Lambda function allows you to create custom and reusable formulas to make the spreadsheets more convenient and easier to maintain. We have a GAM table here with player names and score of GAM A and GAM B. Let's say each score has to be multiplied by 10 to reflect the true score. We will use the Lambda function to demonstrate how we can achieve this. First, we type equal lambda. We need to give a parameter. Let's call it GAM-A. Then we have to give a formula to tell what to do. We will use GAM-A multiplied by 10. After the expression, we need to pass in a value to the parameter, so the formula can calculate. In this case, it's the original score. Now we have to calculate score here. Just copy and paste the formula. Now let's calculate GAM-B. Use lambda, and we name the parameter GAM-B. Then GAM-B multiplied by 10. Pass in the value to the parameter. Here we go. We can pass in two parameters into lambda function. Now let's formulate a lambda to calculate the total score. So we type lambda. We have two parameters, GAM-A, GAM-B. For the formula expression, it will be GAM-A plus GAM-B. And next, we pass in the values to the parameters, the two original scores. And now we have the total. This is how to have multiple parameters in a lambda function. We can also create a custom formula using lambda and save as a new function. Let me show you. We want to calculate the area of circle. We can use the pi formula to have the value of pi. The area formula of circle is pi times radius square. Let's put radius and area. The formula will be calculated based on the radius value we input here. Now we set up our lambda function to calculate. Lambda. We name the parameter radius. The formula will be pi times radius square. Then we pass in a value to the parameter, which is the value of radius here. Here we are. Let's test if it works. Okay. Now we will save this new formula as a function so we can use it in the future. Let's go to Data, Named Function, Add New Function. So in here, we will paste our formula. We have to change the passing value to radius. In the argument placeholder, we will put radius and press Enter. And let's name this to circle area. It will be the new formula name. Then we click Next and Create. So let's try out the new formula. Circle area. You can see it shows up here. And we pass in the value which is our radius. Okay, it works. We have a new formula called circle area now. We will create one more new formula in this video. We have a score table, and each score range will have a grade. We will input the score here to find out the grade. We use lambda. The parameter is score. Then we use the if formula. I will type out the if logic quickly. Now we have to pass in a value, which is our score. Okay, it works. And we will create a new function to store this formula. Copy the formula. Then we go to named function. paste the formula here, and we change the value to score. Argument placeholder is our score. Let's name this new formula to be grade score. Next, create. Okay, now we have a new formula. Let's try. Grade score. The parameter is our score here. Alright, it works. Okay, so this is the Lambda function and how we can use the named function in Google Sheets to create our own formulas.